How's it going, everybody? It's Joey64 here with part 5 of Sonic and the Black Knight. We are here finally going to the final conflict of our story. Now that I think about it, this game is kind of split into two. I was kind of thinking about it. It does kind of... They could have... Okay, let me actually explain where this is coming from. So there was this dude on Twitter that I saw a while ago. And he kind of makes like these Sonic movie posters for different games. And he made Sonic and the Black Knight like a two-parter. Which was like the Black Knight this isn't... I forgot what I actually call him, but it was like the Black Knight conflict. And then there was the whole Molina conflict that we're dealing with right now. I don't know, this is a cute. It was a neat little thing I saw. I don't know, this is something interesting I saw. Anyhow, basically what's going on here, if you didn't see the last part, Molina betrayed us after we defeat King Arthur, and we thought we beat the game, but we actually didn't. So now, Sonic and the three Knights of the Round Table, Sir Lancelot, Sir Percival, and Sir Gawain, also Shadow, Blaze, and Knuckles, are going to the four corners of Camelot to save the world. Or Camelot, not really the world, just Camelot. So Shadow, basically each character plays different. Shadow here, his soul sword, just like his chaos control abilities, where he's able to basically teleport each enemy. He's also similar-ish to Sonic, to where he has his own weapon with one sword. That's basically just a sword like Excalibur, unlike Gawain and Percival, where they both have different types of swords from Sonic. Which makes sense since Shadow isn't a Sonic clone, but he's also a Hedgehog, so this kind of makes sense. Just like how in SA2 has a similar moveset, but isn't the exact same. One neat fact actually about when this game came out. So the popular gaming news site IGN, they reviewed this game as a Sonic game, so obviously they're going to review it. So yeah, but when they reviewed it, they didn't beat the game. If you go and watch IGN's review of Sonic and the Black Knight, they only went up to the first credits. And I find that this to be the funniest thing. Like, even when I first played this game, all those... Like, really, there was no point in them having to make the whole fake-out credits thing. I don't know why they did, but they just kind of did. It's like it did. And, you think this professional site, they know what they're doing. But no. I just thought it was funny. There was a couple Sonic games IGN, and this is why I don't like it. Well, this is one main reason why I don't like IGN, but there's some other reasons I have too, which I don't want to get into because this isn't IGN in the video, but, yeah. Real quick, just sidetrack. Those spiky, like, thorn things, you have to timey jump. That's why I kept dying there, because you have to, like, when you dash across, you have to go on it, then you gotta use your air dash. As you see, I'm doing that. Doing a little red air dash. And sometimes you go too far, that happens where you lose your wings. You also can use the Soul Sword share, because Soul Sword, obviously, you dash ahead. That's why I kept all these deaths in the video to show. If you don't do this properly, you will end up getting painfully murdered. I don't know why I said murdered, just died, but same thing. Same difference. But yeah, I don't know, IGN, I don't know. I've never been a big fan of IGN. I've been more... I guess the biggest gaming news outlet I've been watching for the majority of, like, since I was saying I've been, like, part of, like, the gaming community and all that would probably be Game Explain. And more recently, I've been following channels like, Review Tech USA and Spawnway. Those are some other really good channels for, like, gaming news that I followed personally. So, just to give you all a few, but the main one I probably call games. Because obviously, I'm just a more big into Nintendo. Obviously, if you've seen my channel, you know I'm a bigger Nintendo fan.
This must be a barrier stone. This stone is but part of the ring that sealeth the Dark Hollow. Dark Hollow? What is Merlina up to now?
Alrighty, so Shadow got his part done. Now it's up to Sir Gawain to do his part, and of course, it's in the same area that we fought. And that is another cool thing. These are all in the areas that we fought the respective knights in. So Shadow is in the forest. Gawain is in this field area. We get the Blaze area being that volcano area. Sonic's is a bit of bookended, which we'll get into at the end of this video. And I actually kind of like how they did Sonic's. His is in like a cave dungeon area. I was thinking of all 3 of these characters, or the 3 new characters that is a Sonic. Gawain is probably my favorite to play as, just because of the pure fact he's very hack and slash. Where he's just very, like, his attacks are very fast, they do a lot of damage, his jumps pretty well, I just like his movement. Like, I like his dive attack, I love his soul storage, how he kind of throws them like boomerangs. He's just a very fun character to use. Also, for these levels, you're not forced to use any of these characters. Like, I could play as Sonic through all these levels. I play as Shadow, Knuckles, Blaze. It doesn't really matter. It's more just your preference. Obviously, each character has their own level. So, like, if we play, like, the last level, we play as Shadow as, like, Gawain here, Knuckles. It would still play Shadow's cutscene. Even though we beat the level as Gawain. And it's the same thing for all the other characters. Because each one has a little cutscene at the end of the respective level. It's just the same thing over and over again, basically. But, I swear Knuckles said for the Mania. I know he didn't, but I swear he said for the Mania. I've had Sonic Mania in the mind recently, I won't lie. I've been thinking, I don't know. I guess mainly it's because of pure factor. Honestly, it's been a while since I've played Sonic Mania. I have actually played Sonic Mania probably about a year or 2 now, to be honest. Last time I was doing a full playthrough of it was actually when I did my Mania Plus playthrough. I may have done a playthrough after that, just like on my own terms, but I don't remember actually playing the game. I haven't played it in a while. I play bits of, I'll play a level or 2, I'll go online, or I've done a good amount of Puyo Puyo, but I haven't done anything like crazy in a long time. No, I have done like a full playthrough. I'd like to go back to the game soon, who knows. Maybe I'll go back to it. And technically, actually, speaking of Knuckles, I never showed off the Knuckles playthrough of Sonic Mania, which is actually different from the main playthrough. Sonic, Tails, and Mighty Way basically have the same story, and just the basic Mania mode, except for Knuckles. He's special. He has like 2 different boss fights. He has like 2 or 3 different boss fights, 1 different level. He's pretty different, and him and Tails also share the same ending cutscene that Sonic does have. Sonic has a special one that connects his Sonic forces, obviously. So, I don't know, maybe one day. One day we'll maybe tackle it. At least I'm sitting here listening to music. There's some, like I've said, the music and the soundtrack for this game is phenomenal. So, again, it's a soundtrack I would love to own physically one day. So, again, I've expressed so much already how much I actually really like this soundtrack. This is something I haven't gotten to yet. Which is fairly expensive as well. A lot of the Sonic soundtracks are fairly expensive. If you get it physically, of course, y'all know me, I'm more of a physical person. I don't like getting stuff digitally. I mean, of course, I'm not big on ordering stuff online, but obviously with current world circumstances, we kind of have to do that, and I do, don't we? But it's a sad and unfortunate truth. And right here, I think we've made it to the end. Perfect.
Here it is. When the sacred sword pierces stone, so shall return the power. What of Excalibur, greatest of all sacred swords? The king wore its scabbard, but I never saw the sword itself.
Alrighty, now, this part here, I'm showing y'all Blaze's level. And you're wondering, why is this at 700 times speed? Because Blaze is one of the worst characters in Sonic and the Black Knight. I hate Sonic, not Sonic Black Knight. I hate Blaze's / Sword Percival's playstyle. It's horrible. I hate it. And I actually didn't even beat the level. Like what you've seen here, this is me repeatedly dying over and over and over again, trying to beat the level. And I couldn't. I straight up couldn't. I'll be honest, I couldn't. And we'll see eventually, but her playstyle is so annoying. Her jump, she barely has a jump. She can barely just do anything. Attacks suck, especially with this being one of the hard. I would say out of all the players you get to play as, all the 4 final levels, she has the hardest level of all of them. It is ridiculous. It truly is ridiculous. And there's a time on these levels too, so mission failed. And after that, I would say, you know what? Screw it. We're gonna play a Sonic for this level. Dullblade. So he was the actual level without it being sped up. And it's actually a really good level, to be honest. This isn't a bad level. It's the hardest one of all of them, I would say. From what I remember, but it's mainly when you try to play as this with Blaze, it makes it so much harder. Poor controls just sucks. And I'm not the only one. I've been looked into this. I'm like, maybe it's just a me thing. Cause, you know, a lot of people like playing. Like I know played the Sonic Rush games before. Obviously, that's where Blaze came from. I know a lot of people say they love Blaze, how she plays that game. I was like, maybe is this me? I know a lot of people say they like how Blaze plays in Sonic 06. One of the only good things about Sonic 06 in a lot of people's opinion. And I actually, to this day, I still haven't beaten Sonic 06. I've played a decent amount of Sonic Story, a little bit of Shadow, and I think I've actually done a decent amount of Silvers as well. I think I've done a majority of Sonics, but anyhow, that's for another time. But like Blaze, I never got to play so, and I've never played Sonic. I've played Sonic Rush. I've never actually owned it. It's a game I'd like to have. I would love. I know they're not updating the Wii U eShop anytime soon, but it would be amazing they added Sonic Rush and Rush Adventure to the Wii U shop. This is like, I think I've probably talked about this before. Is using the Wii U is the easiest way to record DS games. I haven't recorded any DS games on it yet, as of the day of this recording. But I do plan to. I do have a few games on there that I do plan to. I plan on probably end up buying all the DS games that are on the Wii U, which is about like 20, maybe a little less than that. I don't know. It's roughly 20-ish. I plan just because if I ever want to do a playthrough of any of these games, I want to do that. I also want to get that before the playthrough, before the eShop closes, like how the Nintendo shop closed last year. And we've already had several different regions where the Wii U wasn't that popular, but it was still sold. The eShop has been discontinued for the 3DS and the Wii U. I think I remember Brazil. I don't know why Brazil was one of the ones I remember it got canceled. Well, not canceled, but it got bought down. Like it got shut down, and it kind of that worried me because I remember seeing videos on it. I remember talking about it on Twitter. I believe on my Twitter account I talked about it, talking about. Like, if they announced the shutdown, I'm getting ready to, like, buy all the DS games all at once. I don't want to buy it's like me, I'm not a person, I typically, especially if it's digital only, I won't buy a game if I'm not planning to play it. Like, it would always be there. But the thing is, it won't always be there. Great example, the series that's going along with Sonic Black Knight, DuckTales, that's no longer on the digital shops anymore. You can't get that digitally. You can only get it physically right now. The remaster, I should say. And that's the way I actually I got it and played it for the channel. The only reason why I got that game, that amazing game, was because of the pure fact of the price was already starting to rise. And with the price rising and only going higher, and it was fairly cheap when I found it, so that's the only reason why I actually got it. I'm so happy I got it when I did, because that was probably going to be one of the later games I got in, for my Wii U collection. Actually hit I'm actually finally done. I'm 20% of the way done with my Wii U collection as of today. So I doubt I'll be getting more Wii U games by the time this gets uploaded. It's uploaded in like what, 3 or 4 days. So this upcoming Monday basically. So I'm not too worried about being inaccurate, but if I am, I am. So I'm at 20 or 21 Wii U games right now. Actually, which is really nice. I'm happy with that because it's roughly, I think it's like 106 Wii U games. So basically, just each game is about 1%, roughly, maybe a little less. But yeah, that is the Wii U. I would say almost nearly every game that is released on the Wii U, I either want to play or like they just look like great games. The Wii U, I honestly think this is physical library. It's one of the strongest game libraries in out of any console. It may not have like the most variety or anything, but just getting all the games, seeing like how good they are, I think that's the strongest library out of most game consoles. It also has one of the smallest ones, physically. That may change soon with the newer consoles not getting physical releases. Well, not the PS, but probably like the PS6. That's crazy. PlayStation, like, I don't know, PlayStation 4 didn't sound like a lot, but now, like, PlayStation 5, is that just me, or does that sound like a lot? That does. It sounds like a lot to me, honestly. Truly does. I don't know. Now I'm thinking about a next-gen Sonic game. I would, because, again, if it was for current events, we would have gotten it all the way back at South by Southwest a long, long time ago. We probably would have known what the next new Sonic game is by now. Who knows, hopefully this will give it time to get more development done for it, you know. Hopefully make it so it end up being a better game. I'm hoping, at least. I really don't know what's going to happen with the next-gen Sonic game, but hopefully it's good. I'm also hoping for Mania 2. Actually, recently, today, I watched, when they revealed, Mania and Forces, like, live on stage and all that. I watched that video. There was 2 videos I saw. I found when I watched those recently. No, actually, it's amazing how excited sometimes it sounded like people were more excited for Forces than Mania, actually, surprisingly. I've seen them being like, wow, that's crazy, man. I know back when Forces first came out, a lot of people were really excited for it, actually. It was a hyped game. People were really excited for it. People were really hyped for it. By the way, this is Sonic's actual stage that he would play for the story. If we're going like if this was like a TV show or movie, this would be the one Sonic would actually be doing. Because all 4 of these levels will happen all at once. It's all simultaneously. Sonic and the 3 Knights are all going through these levels at the exact same time. That's why I think they're all like 6 or 7 minutes time limits. 6 or 7 minute time limits, except for Sonic, just keeps going up. That's because he has a boss fight to do at the end of his. As we can see here. So what I like about this is actually a really good bookend. We went against the dragon of the Misty Lake at the beginning of the game, and we ended off with the dragon in the caves here, the mines, the crystal mines, whatever you want to call these. It's actually a really good boss fight. I like this one. It's really fun. It's basically just you have to constantly dodge his attacks while trying to run up and catch up with him. And every time you get up to him, you run enough attacks, and you brought down to a lower level. And you have to keep catching up with him, and each level you get on there's more and more obstacles. And it's pretty cool. It's a really cool boss fight. It's really fun. I enjoy it a lot. Again, another great thing about this game. And of course right here there's all these little like orb things you have to dodge. Which isn't too bad, I would say. As you can see here, I'm going, I don't want to say flawlessly, obviously I've already gotten hit, but it's not too hard. We're already on the last phase of this fight, matter of fact, so we're actually almost at the end of this part. It's facing, no, I don't know, I guess, like, it takes so long to make these series. It's like, whenever I get to the end, it's like, wow. So you think about, like, this is a 6-part series, so it's been uploaded over 6 weeks at a time. Plus, you gotta think about when all the stuff I do for the series before they actually get uploaded. It's like, they get, depending on what series, they sometimes they get several months in the making. It's kind of crazy when you really think about it, the production cycle, these things. And it's even it's on an even bigger scale for like stuff like TV shows or whatever. I got really lucky there with the combo when the wind pulled all the enemies back along with Sonic. I was able to get a lot of attacks in there. So that was really lucky on my part. And this last phase is the hardest part. You have all these enemies shooting at you along with the dragon shooting at you. But they do provide you with plenty of wings. So I want to say it's an unfair fight. But it is difficult, especially on this final phase. And with that, the dragon has been defeated. Mission cleared.
This must be it. Now, Sonic. Here goes.
Oh no! The barrier is too weak!
Now's the time. Indeed. Here we go!
Alrighty folks, next time in Sonic and the Black Knight, we will return for one last time to the world of King Arthur and Camelot to go defeat Molina and stop whatever plan she has with the Dark Hollow and Excalibur. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week. I'll see you all next one. Bye!